Hi everyone, my name is Rafiat and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time of coming here, you're welcome. If you're an old subscriber, you're also welcome. So in this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about a kitchen appliance that can do a lot. So I want you to watch this video to the end and tell me if truly this kitchen appliance is the most important kitchen appliance that you can have. Let me know what you think by the end of this video. Aside that, this video is also a product review video, so let's get right into it. So this is a Mega Process SQ Professional Food Processor I got from a vendor here online. I'm going to put all the details in the box below. I got it from Affordable Collection and I'll put the link and everything you need to know in the box below. So I've done a previous unboxing, so this is me basically showing how the different components that you can find in the food processor, how they work. So this is me taking out all the components of the food processor out of the carton. The different blades, the blender, the jug and all of that. We're going to see the full details shortly in this video. So like I said, I've done a previous unboxing and in that video I showed exactly how the components came in the carton. So I'm just going to loosen this and let's get into the process. So with the different components of this food processor, it simply tells us that it's going to be a very useful product since you can do a lot with the different components. For instance, the processor came with a blending cup and a grinding mill, so you don't have to bother about buying a blender or a grinding mill separately, and I find this really cool. First we have this blending jug, and this blending jug is 1800 ml, that's 1.8 liters, and it has 4 strong blades for blending everything, soft ingredients basically. So this is the grinding mill for dry ingredients. It also has 4 blades, so anything dry ingredients, this is what you should use. So this is the emulsifying disc for emulsifying ingredients. So in situations where you want to make your egg whites fluffy, this is what you use. It's also used in making mayonnaise and for whipping cream as well. This is another interesting thing about this food processor. It has a juicing cup and a juicing cone for all citrus fruits. I find this really interesting, so you don't have to buy a citrus juicer separately. This will do the job. This processor also came with a kneading blade. Notice that the blades are not sharp at all, and this is perfect for kneading dough for bread, for chin or anything like that. Then there is a sharp blade, a chopping blade that is perfect for anything you want to chop, like pepper, tomatoes, onions and everything. So it came with a blade protector and it's very sharp, so be careful. So once you're done using the processor, feel free to place the protector back in. This is the drive shaft and is a very important component of this processor. It's where the processing bowl is going to be attached. This is the blade retainer and it's where you attach the different kinds of blade this processor has. The blade retainer and the drive shafts, they work together. All you have to do is fix the drive shaft into the retainer and you're good to go. Now look at all the blades this processor came with. What can't you cut with these blades? Different kinds of blades for absolutely anything you want to cut in the kitchen. This is why I believe that a food processor is very important. Different kinds of blades for your french fries, your salads, absolutely anything you want. If you want to chop your onions, anything you want, you can find the blade in this box. I love the fact that the blades came with a box so that you can put everything into the box once you're done cutting. So anytime you're done cutting, wash the blades and dry them and put in this box, you're good to go. No one has to get injured being exposed and you're sure that you won't misplace any. So yeah, that's very good that they came in a box. This is the blade disc and it's simply a disc where you fit in all the different kinds of blades. So once you pick a particular blade you want to use, fix it in and you're good to go. So let me quickly show you how to fix a blade. Just follow the arrow, but it's simple. Fix the lower side which is square shaped and the upper side which is slightly curved. Then you're going to hear a click sound and it's tightly fixed. You can then start grating or shredding anything you want to shred. Once you're done shredding, push the blade down and it falls off. So this is the processing unit itself and it houses the bowl and the motor unit. The motor unit is what powers this processing machine and It's also where you're going to attach the dry mill, the blending jug, and the mixing bowl. This is where you attach it, and once you attach it tightly, it makes a click sound and you know you've done the right thing. So this smaller circle is where you place the grinding, the dry mill and the blender. Then the bigger circle is for the mixing bowl itself. So this switch has 3 levels, 0, 1 and 2, and then pulse. Most of the time you're going to be using level 1 unless you want very high speed, then you can use level 2. This is the mixing bowl and it has a cover and a pusher. So this mixing bowl is where you're going to attach your blade, add your ingredients and get on with the chopping process, and it is 1200 ml, that's 1.2 liters capacity, just enough for anything that you want to process. It's also very important to go through the manual of any product you're using so that you will know the do's and don'ts, the different parts and everything you need to know, safety precautions and all of that. And you can also scan this. It will take you direct to the official website of this product. There you can read the reviews about the product and all of that. So let me quickly talk about where I got these products from, just in case you want to get the product. I got this from Affordable Collection. They deal on everything household and kitchen appliances. So if you have anything that you intend to buy, and household, kitchen, pots, mop, iron, anything you need to set up your home, to start up your home, they have it. So I recommend this brand. I recommend them because tested and trusted. I mean, I got these products from them, so yes, I can vouch for them. So let's go ahead and start with the practical. So I'm going to start off with the dry mill, and I want to make some pepper flakes, crushed chilies. So I'm going to add my chili pepper into the dry mill cup, cover it up, and I'm going to attach this to the motor unit. But before I do that, let me quickly mention something. So this is called the safety interlock, and if the safety interlock is not pressed down just the way you see in this video, these products will not work. Okay, so whenever you're fixing your blending cup, your grinding cup, anything you're fixing, make sure it makes that click sound and presses down, otherwise the product will not work. It's a safety precaution of this product, and I really love it. So it tells you that okay, you've not done the right thing. So yeah, I turned on the switch and allowed the dry mill do the job, and this is what we have. This is impressive to me. So you can keep blending. If you want it to be powdered, like pure powder, go ahead and grind for a longer time, but I just did mine for about 20 to 30 seconds and I got this. Impressive for me. So the next thing I'm testing is the blending jug, and all I'm doing now is to cut my coconut into smaller pieces. This is going to make it easy for the blender and very fast. You can actually put bigger chunks, but then you'll be giving the blender way more work, and at the end of the day spending more time blending. So it's easier to cut your coconut into small chops or anything you're blending. So I'm also adding some date seeds. I've removed the seeds from the dates, and of course ginger. So I'm just going to add small water, about 1 cup of water into the blender, the coconuts that are already cut into smaller pieces, and of course the dates and ginger. Fix the blending cup and turn on the switch. Allow the blender do its job. This blender has 4 blades, 4 very sharp blades. So I'm just going to allow this to blend for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Then you can also switch off and switch on again at intervals so that you don't overwork the product. So once I'm done blending, I'm just going to pass this through a sieve. I want to see how well it crushed the ingredients, and honestly it did a good job, very good job. So I'm just going to stir this to make the liquid pass through easily, and look how smooth this is. This blender did a good job. Okay. I'm rating this one, I'm giving this one an A. This is impressive. So yes, the blades are very strong. You can use this for tiger nuts, coconuts, hard ingredients. I recommend this blending jug. The blades are very good. And yeah, that's it for the blending cup. And then just going to refrigerate this, transfer to a cup and refrigerate this. Please note that the blending jug, you can also use it for tomatoes, beans, anything that you want to be very smooth. Use the blending jug. So let's get into the chopping process, and all you have to do is fix the drive shaft into the blade retainer. So once you put the drive shaft through the lower side, then put the blade retainer on top, then fix your blade. That's how to set up this mixing bowl. Depending on what you want to do, that will determine the blade you're going to fix in. So I put the very sharp blade, which is the chopping blade. So when you want to make things like meat pie, any kind of pie that you want to make that requires you mincing meat, that's the blade you will use. So I'm just going to quickly show you how I made the minced meat that I used for the meat pie you just saw. All you have to do is transfer the beef into the mixing bowl and turn on the switch, and it does the job. Perfect job. You're going to see this shortly. So to even make the work easy for the chopper, let your beef be a little bit cold, but even if it's not cold, the chopper will still do the job. So now let's open and see how good this looks. Wait for it. You guys, this chopper did a great job, and in seconds, just few seconds, look at what we have. So anything you want to make that requires minced beef, minced chicken, anything minced meat, this is the blade you're supposed to use, and that's it. So I'm just going to transfer this to a bowl and set that aside. I forgot to say this earlier, make sure that the beef you're chopping is already thoroughly washed before transferring into the mixing bowl. So now let's go ahead and chop something else. I'm going to be chopping okra. You know, easy life is very good. So instead of, spending so much time slicing and slicing okra, you can actually use a food processor to do this. You can use any of the blades to do this, but I'm going to use this blade, the blade I just used for mincing the meat. I'm just going to use it for this okra. So I'm using the chopping blade for this simply because I want the okra to be very smooth. So if you want bigger chunks, use any of the blades I showed earlier. You're going to get bigger chunks. So this is how smooth the okra looks. Perfect. You know those very smooth okra soups? This is how you can achieve that kind of okra. So I'm just going to transfer this into a bowl, and we are done with that. You guys, this product is giving me what I want. So another thing is tomatoes and pepper. So a lot of my recipes, I use roughly blended tomatoes, let me say roughly chopped tomatoes and pepper, just like the ones you see in all the clips I'm showing. So all you have to do to get that kind of texture is wash your tomatoes and pepper, then transfer into the mixing bowl containing the chopping blade, that same blade. Go ahead and turn your chopper on, and it does the job. So the longer you allow the tomatoes and pepper in the chopper, is going to get smooth. So if you allow it for a short time, let's say 15 to 30 seconds, you get a rough blend. Well, the longer you allow it, it's going to get smoother, but it can't be as smooth as if you had used the blending jug. So if you want very smooth paste, use the blending jug. So if you want something rough like this, use this chopping blade, and you're good to go. Another very interesting thing about this product is the fact that it comes with a citrus juicer, and I've always wanted to buy a citrus juicer separately, but with this I do not need it. So all I'm doing now is just to cut the oranges into two, and I'm going in with my citrus juicer and the citrus juicing cone. Fix the cone until it makes the click sound, then place that on top of the mixing bowl, and that's it. Now pick a piece like half of the orange and place on top of the juicing cone, turn on the switch, and it does the job. Look how well this is juicing the orange. Wow, I'm impressed. Fresh orange juice. So no more, using your hand to squeeze oranges. No need for that. In seconds, you can juice as many oranges as you want. So after the juicer has squeezed out all the juice in the orange, this is what it looks like. So dry. There's no juice in it at all. So another interesting thing is that the citrus juicer has like a strainer, so you don't have to be worried about anything like seeds. So once you're done juicing, take it out and your fresh juice is ready. You can also use this for lemon, anything citrus. It's a citrus juicer, so yes, anything citrus, you can use this. So I want to try out the different kinds of blades, and I'm just going to fix that into the blade disc. I've showed how to fix it earlier. It's very easy. Just place it in and it makes a click sound. So after that, I'm going to place that into the mixing bowl. I'm starting off with carrot. Put the carrot in, use your pusher to push it down, and it does the job. very fast, like just the way you see it in this video. That's fast. I'm not fast forwarding this video, it's just the way it's going. You can see how fast this is. You guys, this is impressive. Perfectly shredded carrots. So let's see how it looks inside. This is really nice. This is nice. So if you want it to be thinner than this, there is a blade. There is a thin shredding blade. So I use the coarse one to get this kind of carrot, and that's it. So moving on to the next one. This is the fine slicing blade, and I'm just going to fix it in and then place my cucumber inside, use my pusher to push it down, and it does the job literally in seconds. So if you want the slices to be fatter than this, use the coarse slicing blade and you'll get something fatter. So once you're done with this, you're going to be left with something that looks this good, very thin and perfectly sliced. So this is perfect for salads, or you can just eat it the way it is like this, or as garnish, anyhow you like it. I love how thin they came out. So if you want something fatter, like I said, use the coarse slicing blade. So let's talk about potato chips and how you can get your potato chips well sliced. So I'm going to be using Irish potatoes. You can actually use sweet potatoes with this, or even yam. Just make sure you cut it in such a way that it can fit in. So I'm just going to fix the blade and turn it on, and you guys, before I know what was even happening, the blade has done the job. Sharp, no time. And this is nice. This is really nice, impressive. So this product is really multifunctional. So for people that don't want to cry when slicing onions, this product is very good for you. You need a food processor, a very good one. And as we can see, as we are all saying, this processor is highly recommended. So all you have to do is, cut the onions to fit into the processor, place it in and allow the processor do the job. In seconds, literally, you're done. So depending on the kind of onions you want, the kind of shape and size, everything like that you want, that will determine the blade you want. So this blade I used is the fine slicing blade, and it made the onions very fine, perfect for garnish. So if you want something bigger, you can use the chopping blade, or the coarse slicing blade. You can use that to get something larger. So you can actually slice several onion bulbs, put them in Ziploc bags or containers and put in the refrigerator. Anytime you want to cook, you just bring out and cook. So for cabbage, it's important you cut the cabbage into sizes that can fit into the food processor. Once you're done with that, place it into the processor. Use your pusher to push it down. Choose any blade you want. I chose the thin slicing blade. So if you want something fatter, use a fatter one. So this is perfect for your salad, your topping, anything you want. Just know that this processor is actually really versatile. This is one of the most impressive things about this food processor. You see the dough you need to make this fine bread, or even your cake, and even your meat pie, your chin-chin, any kind of dough that you use to make any kind of snack or pastry. Just know that you can use a food processor to do it. And this is going to take seconds. Add your ingredients and it does the job. So let me show you how you can achieve the perfect dough using your food processor. So fix your kneading blade. Remember, the kneading blade is the one that doesn't have sharp blades. Once you fix it, go in with your ingredients, your all-purpose flour, your sugar, your nutmeg, baking powder, vanilla flavor, and all of that. Once you're done with that, turn it on, and this is just a stage to mix the dry ingredients. Now going with the wet ingredients, which is milk, egg, butter, anything. These are the wet ingredients. Once you're done with that, turn the processor on and it does the magic. This takes literally seconds. One important thing to know when kneading dough with a food processor is that you don't want to overwork your processor. So anywhere between 2 to 4 cups of all-purpose flour is okay for this size of food processor. Okay, so when you want to knead dough for bread, the kneading of dough for bread takes a longer time. So when you want to do that, you can also do it with a food processor, but the important thing is that you have to turn off at intervals so that you don't overwork the dough. And now look how good this dough looks. I didn't mention this, but the dough I'm making for chin chin. So that's it. Once you're done making the dough, cut the chin chin, fry, and you're good to go. So in summary, using a food processor to knead your dough saves you a whole lot of time that you would have used to mix the ingredients by hand. With everything this food processor can do, I hope I have been able to convince you that a food processor is very important in your kitchen. It's one of the most, if not the most important kitchen appliance, because it's going to make your stay in the kitchen easy peasy. All the meal prep and everything like that is going to be very fast for you. So yes, I recommend that you get a food processor and get a good one, which is why I'm going to put the link of where I got this one in my box below. Like I said, I got it from Affordable Collection, so I'm going to put all the details in the box. And also make sure you read your manual to be able to understand how this processor works. So we successfully sliced onions, carrots, cucumbers, roughly chopped tomatoes and pepper, dried pepper, that's chili pepper, okra, we needed dough. In addition to that, we sliced cabbage, minced meat, sliced some potatoes, made juice, orange juice, and even made coconut and dates drink. You guys, this food processor is everything. See everything we made. I am very impressed and I am giving this product 10/10. It's highly recommended, and I hope this video inspires you to get a food processor. And when getting a food processor, like I said, please make sure you get a good quality food processor. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, like this video, drop a comment, share to your family, friends and loved ones. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye.